What's going on, guys? It's GBP, baby. Welcome back to another video. It's currently 1:42 a.m. on Wednesday the 31st of Jan. So apologies for the late upload, but let's get straight into things. So you can see, again, Tuesday, we've had another pretty consolidated day. We traded back into Monday's range, and then we took out Monday's low as well, but we pretty much closed at the open. So you can see how heavily consolidated the start of the week is, as expected, considering we have interest rate announcements today on Wednesday, and then non-farm payroll coming up as well. So again, nothing much has really changed. I still expect price to potentially reach down to this level here that I'm going to delineate. So price can readily trade down there if necessary, but overall I am still bullish on dollar with the expectation to run for these relative equal highs up here and these highs that we've now formed from Monday above here. So you can see there's two levels of relative equal highs that I'd like to think price would want to start to draw to, but with the interest rate announcement, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some kind of manipulation, as in two-stage delivery, maybe a wick down and then a wick up or something crazy. Definitely not environments to be trading in, so be careful. But yeah, this is the lowest I want to see price trade. And again, this breaker here is a level I am watching and I have been all week. So if you haven't watched my weekly review yet, make sure to go back and check that out. But other than that, that's pretty much everything. So I'm just going to quickly write breaker here, since that's what I have my eyes set on. And I'm not necessarily writing these levels out as places where I'm going to be buying or anything, because like I said, I wouldn't be trading during interest rate announcements anyway. But it's just knowing or being able to see if price does refer to these levels, because it's interesting enough. And then we have this breaker which is lined up perfectly with a 4-hour bullish order block, which is another reason price may want to refer to that. So that's everything on dollar. Like I said, this is the lowest I'd like to think it would go before wicking up here. But again, very low probability conditions, and I wouldn't, don't put the farm on it, as they say. Let's go to GBP USD. We'll start with the daily. Here's Tuesday's price action. We took out Monday's high and Monday's low. We are expecting lower prices on GBP, but I was saying my analysis for the week was an expectation for us to trade into a breaker. I believe there's a 4-hour breaker somewhere, or was it a 1-hour breaker? So this here was the level I was watching. This is actually a breaker, and you'll see our price has already traded into it a few times. So you see our price is constantly trading in there, in and out of it. So yeah, there's still oh no, this was the breaker I drew our attention to. It was up here. So there's an hourly breaker up here. High, low, higher, high, then we broke lower. So if price does wick up into here, say during FOMC, say during the interest rate announcement, or if it does manage to get up there, it likely isn't going to trade up there normally. It'll probably, like I said, happen during the news release. But regardless, if that happens, then everything that we're witnessing right now, so all of this price action, I'd see as time dilution. And we can talk more about that later on in the week, if it is to refer to this level. But it'll be interesting to see if we can reach up there. But overall, nothing's really changed in terms of my expectations, with an expected run below these daily lows. So let's just get those marked out. As a target, we have yesterday's low, which is here for sell stops. And then we also have these lows below here as well for a potential run. So we have all these as potential draws on liquidity, but like I said, it'll be interesting to see if we can take out these highs and wick up into that hourly breaker I just drew our attention to. So if we drop down back down to the 15-minute, we'll be able to see we've just been consolidating pretty much the whole week so far, as anticipated. And then, like I said, that breaker is still a possibility for us to trade to before seeing a turnaround. But again, very low probability conditions, guys. Finally, we're going to finish on euro. Now, euro's pretty much behaving. I did draw our attention to this. What level? Let me see. Is this a daily? This is a, yes, this is a bearish order block. I was talking about this, and you'll see here's yesterday's price action. We traded through it and then away from it. And again, you can see our price is just treating this level. although this is the highest I expect price to trade, I doubt its price is going to reach up there. Like I said, anything can happen with the interest rate decisions, but it's interesting to see how, price is pretty much respecting the volume of that daily block, which is interesting. So if we go back to the daily, you'll see I drew out this daily bearish order block. Why is it a bearish order block? Because we traded through it on the downside on Monday. So you can see once we returned back into it yesterday, you can see our price is still continuing to respect the volume of it. Again, hinting to bearish price action. And again, on the 4 hour, you can see a big bearish order block that we're continuing to respect. So there's all of these confluences coming into play. But again, we expect some kind of crazy ziggy-zaggy whipsaw kind of action during interest rate releases and such. So that's going to be everything, guys. Hope you found it insightful. If you haven't watched my weekly review yet, make sure to go check that out, because again, I'll go through everything in much more detail, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.